So Russell Wilson was out there. He looked great on first down. I think the second and third down numbers were a little left to the imagination. What are we looking forward to here?
I just answered that question in the media. I think that all right, what are we looking for in week 2? They're going to play more snaps. I want to see us a little bit better on third down. We had a couple missed field goals. We scored a touchdown, but a little bit more consistent up front. And I'd like us to see us run the ball a little bit more effectively. San Francisco, after their first preseason game, I'm sure they've had a tough week of practice knowing Kyle, and they'll want to respond the right way. So, there are so many different things you're looking at in a preseason game. We've identified a number of young players that we want to see. At some point, these guys all have to find advocates to the roster, whether it's the special teams coaches, the offense or defense. And, every preseason I've been involved with, younger players will step up, will block a punt, return a kick. They'll do something to really make you rethink and sometimes make a decision for you. And so hopefully we get to see some of that.
Can you take me into where the relationship is between you and Russell Wilson and how it's evolving? You have a quarterback who's paid a lot of money. He's very famous. He has pedigree. He's won a championship. He's done a lot in this league. Those, to me, would be the quarterbacks that would be the most difficult to coach. Why are you the perfect coach for Russell Wilson?
I think, look, we competed, our teams in Seattle, just for whatever reason, it seemed like played a number of important games in years past. We coached a number of those guys in the Pro Bowl back in Florida, I want to say 6 years ago. So Russ was one of the quarterbacks. And I think, look, when the common goal from certain players and coaches and the group is the same as to win and to win at a high level, then it's easy. Now, the work is difficult, but he's been fantastic. He's one of the first ones here. He'll be one of the last ones to leave. He'll step in my office. We'll talk about, a package on offense, all of those things. And I think that, there were 16, 15 years where I was with Drew, and then the last year with Jameis and a number of other.
Jameis looked great before his I couldn't wait to see what you're going to do with Jameis.
Well, and so coming here, there are a lot of work ethic similarities. Now, they don't play exactly the same, and that's fine. But I would say, it's been really good. He's in great shape. He's down like 15 pounds, Russell is.
Yeah.
And
what does that mean to you? What do you want?
I
What do I need to know?
think one of the things he does well is, a lot of the off-schedule plays. Something breaks down, he can escape and then keep a play alive. He does that extremely well. And obviously, with the shape he's in now, I mean, if you're going to do that and run, he was always a threat to run, And so I think that we're kind of seeing that, what we were used to. These last 2 weeks have been really good for him. I mean, he's really been on point.
We love to hear. I'm so excited to hear that. What do you guys talk about that isn't a package or football? I'm like obsessed with your relationship.
Corny stuff. Listen, I give him a hard time. I like to be sarcastic and make fun, and so I think he's figuring me out a little bit.
Well, you're like a pirate, and he's like a Boy Scout. So what do you two talk about? Do you have a swear jar now?
We don't
what's
talk
happening?
about pirate or Boy Scout stuff. We talk about like common interests.
Is there a common interest you can tell me?
I think we talk about his family. We talk about my family. We talk about.
You've been on a double date with Russell and Sierra?
He likes, honestly, he asks a lot of questions about Drew. He asks a lot of questions about the offense. And I would say this, and this is a really good trait for any player, but he really, really wants to please. And he wants, just like Drew or just like Kamara or Cortland or these really good players, offensively or defensively, they want you to say wow at practice, and he's that way. And so, it's important when you see something that's kind of rare that you tell them, holy cow, like that was really good. We talk about a lot of things.
Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest Up and Adams content right on YouTube.